All right, we're going to do a quick recap on Tradeify select plans because they do have something in there that is a little bit sneaky. And I'm going to emphasize that if you are going to trade any of these prop firms, it's probably a good idea to look at all the rules in the FAQ, look at all the payout structure rules, look at all of that. Because while I do have a Tradeify select plan, I did pass this eval on the 50K. And I was really looking forward to having a plan with daily payouts, no buffer. All you have to do is meet the minimum requirement on the withdrawal amount, which would have been $250 on the daily. So $500, withdrawal $250, no buffer. That's what I was looking for. But guess what? I passed the account. Let's just start off with this. This is what you see on their website when you go to buy an eval right here. The evaluation is everything looks pretty cut and dry, right? Your profit target here, you pass the eval, then you choose your path. Daily, you have a max payout of $1,000 a day. No consistency. Daily loss limit is 1,000, and the max drawdown end of day is 2,000. Perfect. Then that's what I like. I mean, I don't love the daily loss limit, but that's okay. We don't have a profit target, so we can just take small trades and get paid. Then you have the flex here, 5 days, $3,000 max payout, no consistency, no daily loss limit, and then max end of day. All of those looked fantastic. That's what I want. I want a daily payout account with no profit target. So I passed the account, took 4 days because of that 40% consistency, and it goes to the funded stage. And this is my selection I get to choose from. Daily payouts, $1,000 max payout, trailing drawdown, daily loss limit, consistency. And then what is this? Buffer. Buffer? Why is there a buffer? There was no buffer on the other page. Now the buffer's 2,100. Your balance must reach above the buffer to request a payout. Withdraw daily up to 2x profit since last payout capped at maximum payout. But there's a buffer. But it didn't say there was a buffer before. Nothing said there was a buffer. And you don't get to see this image until you pass the account. You can, however, find that information if you go to the FAQ under payouts for those accounts. So if you dig through the site and go find that, you will see that that rule is on there. Not only is the buffer 2,100, but you cannot withdraw into the buffer, which means you have to make 2,100 to be at zero. Now, there is no consistency here at all. So you could just YOLO it and make 2,100 in 1 day, taking larger size. You're allowed two minis. 2 minis, $2,100. It's a lot of trades to get there in 1 day. That's a lot of trades to get there in 1 day, right? A big move, big risk with a DLL of 1,000, 2 minis on $1,000 DLL. Man, that's 25 points the wrong way, and you're just done for the day. So that is a little bit of a trap set up in there. Now, if we didn't have to hit 2,100, then that's fine. But that is a huge deal because now I have to hit 2,100. Then everything over that on the daily scale, you get paid out 50%. You can take 50% of that on a daily basis, right? So you'd have to make 2,100 and then another 500. So now we're at 2,600 in profit for you to personally pull out $250. Or you select the 5-day payout plan, $3,000 cap, end of day drawdown is $2,000, no daily loss limit, no consistency. And you have to have 5 winning days of $150 to qualify. And then you can withdraw up to 50% of your account balance capped at the max payout. So there is no profit target on that, on the 5 days. So you can take micros and build this account up. You can just do $150 a day times 5 days is $800 in profit. And then you can take out $400. After 5 days, you take out half, and then your trailing floor moves up the 8 minus the 4, right? That's how that's going to work. So if you wanted to trade more aggressively because the drawdown's end of day and you get some good moves, you can build that up. As long as you get $150 a day, you qualify for a payout, period. That's it. That is the only rule that they have on that select flex 50K. That is literally it. Don't hit the max drawdown, and that's it. So I made a video about these accounts when they first came out, and I was pretty stoked about the daily payout. But man, look, after passing it, I sat here and stared at my screen for like 30 minutes, and I was like, do I really want to try to get to 2,100 just to get to zero to then trade up to get a payout? Or do I want to just trade how I normally would trade a cash account and just trade it up and go, $150 a day. Some days I get a good move. I get a little more than that. Today I'm up 300 on it. So I'm over, twice the daily minimum, and it's FOMC. So it's even better. Let's just do that one. You can get paid every 5 days. So you can get a weekly paycheck by doing this. After 6 payouts, you might be eligible for a live account. And if you move to live, it's kind of the similar rule set. So that's what I'm looking to do. But if you're trading Lucify, if you're looking to, or trading Tradeify and you're looking to get into these select accounts, make note of that difference, because that is a huge difference. So when you move over, that basically puts it in line with TPT, except not as good of a deal as TPT. It's like we have some of the best rules from both and then some of the worst rules from both. Because in TPT, you still have to hit that buffer and then you can draw down into the buffer, but you have trailing floor. And on Tradeify, you have to get to the buffer, can't draw into the buffer, but you have end of day. And you're capped, right? TPT will pay you $1 million if you make $1 million, but Tradeify is only going to pay $1,000 a day. So keep all of that in mind when you're looking at these accounts. I thought I did a pretty good deep dive in the first one, but that's why I'm remaking this video so that we can be really transparent on what the difference is and why I think that it's better for my trading style to just go 5 days. I didn't want to. I wanted to be like, all right, well, I'll make $500 a day and I can withdraw $250 a day. That sounds freaking great. But in reality, I'd have to make $3,000 to do that. And for me to make $3,000 on a funded account takes me a lot longer because I'm only trading a few micros at a time. I'm not putting on big risk. And I'd rather just get base hits and build the account up over time instead of YOLOing it and blowing it up. I mean, there are so many people online that trade every day on YouTube. They trade live and they blow so many accounts. So many accounts. They're spending thousands of dollars a month on prop firms. I have bought 5 evaluation accounts in the last 7 months. I bought 5. I've passed 3 of the 5. And out of those 3, I still have 2 left. Apex is the only one I don't have. So keep that in mind. Base hits do wonders. I actually passed that Tradeify account on micros. So you can do it. You can make $1,000 a day in micros. You don't have to be YOLOing life to get there. So if you found any of this interesting, informative, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. I'd be happy to answer it, and catch me live when I'm live trading. Adios.